Alrighty, guys, what's cooking? We're back. I'm gonna talk to you about life. Get ready. All right, so we're gonna start things off. Last time, I was kind of being wishy-washy about my diet, and the root cause of that was me being happy. Well, that lasted for like 3 fucking days, so we don't gotta worry about that no more. I'm not fucking happy anymore. I'm not like sad, but I look in the mirror and I want to like, go to the Golden State Bridge and take a trip to the ocean if you catch my drift. But I'm not sad, okay? Don't tell me I'm sad. So look, that inspired me, all right? I was like, yo, we need to dial the fuck in. So now we're only eating 1,000 calories a day, you know? My BMR is probably somewhere between 1,800 and 2,000. So we're getting real hungry. It's definitely been an experience eating 1,000 calories a day. Honestly, I think there's only been like 1 or 2 days where I've truly eaten like 1,000-ish. Like 990, 980, like 1,020. Somewhere in there. Because like I inject L-carnitine, and I don't know if it's just because I'm not eating that much, or because I know like one of the side effects is you're not eating enough carbs or L-carnitine, tummy aches. It'll be like 2 a.m. and I'll wake up and I'll be like, oh my stomach, Like my stomach will be like all fucking like. So like I'll go to the kitchen and like eat some Cheez-Its, like five, just to like make my stomach think that it's gonna get substance, so I can fall back asleep and then just like bait it out. So yeah, I mean, I also just had like a raging headache for like the last 4 days. Probably also due to the lack of carbs that I've been eating. I mean, it'd be like that. So, the goal of 6% body fat, it's been renewed. I think we're making good progress towards it. You can go check out my Instagram. You can see the pump pics. Um, I like where things are headed. My legs are starting to like kind of look leaner. Finally, man, that was causing some heavy body dysmorphia looking at my chunky ass legs. The fat did just not want to come off them. It was coming off everywhere else but my legs. That was so cooked. It's finally starting to come off. Woo! I also just don't have that great, like, I just don't have huge legs to begin with. Because leg day is honestly for women. That's why I just bench press on leg day. Um, I still like do double what I see any woman in my gym doing on any leg machine. So, and I barely hit. Okay, that's not true. I do actually hit leg day. Jokes aside, pretty consistently now. But yeah, I'm stronger than women. I'm on drugs, and I outlift women. Ah! All right. Little misogynistic flex there. Gotta let them know. Where was I going with this? This whole thing has become extremely derailed. It is what it is. And speaking of me moving my shoulder around, oh man, is my right shoulder, I can't talk. My right shoulder was feeling cooked, and it's feeling solid now. But now my left shoulder is starting to feel cooked. Tis is life. Tis is life. But so 1,000 calories a day. It's been like maybe not even probably a week. No, it's been like a week of me trying to commit to that. Like the first 2 days were definitely way off. The last 3 or 4 have been pretty close. I'm starting my new job this Monday, which is definitely going to enable me to be more dedicated to my diet. Just 'cause like I'm gonna have less free time, and when I have free time, I just want to like eat food. I'm just such a straight up big back. Like anytime I'm bored, like I just want to put food in my mouth. So I'll have way less downtime during my day, and I'll hopefully be able to just kind of focus on work and not really think about food, which will be nice. And speaking of which, I've also been cranking some diet root beers, and oh man, the first one didn't taste that good. It was kind of gross, but these things really grow on you. Like it's really starting to, like I'm really starting to enjoy these. I've gone through like probably like in the last day, I've probably gone through like 7 of these. Health wise, probably not my best, choice, but whatever. Um, So let's see. What else have I been up to? Oh yeah, early access for Path of Exile 2 came out. Oh man, I don't know how I feel about the game yet. There's definitely a time in my life where I loved Path of Exile. Like, oh man, I would put so many hours into that game. I mean, obviously, like that game has some fucking degenerates who like take 2 weeks off of work to play the new League launch. Like, I was never that guy. Like, there are people with like so many hours, it's ridiculous. But I mean, I probably have about 1,000 hours in Path of Exile now. Um, Honestly, it's one of my favorite games of all time. I'm trying to think, what league did I start? I started what was that league with like the zone with all like the red enemies? I'm forgetting what it was called, but I started in that one. You like click a little button and then you like go back through the map and like kill a bunch of guys and it would yeah, I don't know. They like replaced the Beyond monsters with them. I forget what it was called, but that's the league I started. I skipped the league to sit in the league, which I heard was like the best league ever. So like fuck me. I just didn't like the idea of having a little robot follow me around. That sounded gay. But yeah, Path of Exile 2's come out. I've been playing. I'm still in Act 1. Man, that game beats your ass so hard. Like, I want to play it, but then I also still have like the Call of Duty and League of Legends battle passes to finish. I mean, I guess I don't really need to finish them, like whatever. But I would like to finish them because I paid for them. But yeah, no, Path of Exile 2, it's been fun, kind of. It's just like it definitely feels weird compared to like Path of Exile 1. Like you got way less movement options, which feels kind of weird, especially because like the dodge roll they added in just like sucks ass. Feels really clunky. I'm also not a huge fan of like the uncut skill gems. Like I don't know, like it just feels really weird trying to figure out like what skills I want to use. Where I used to be able to in like Path of Exile 1 just go to a vendor and kind of look at all your options and be like, alright, I want this and I want this. It's like now I've got to like fucking like wait for an uncut skill gem to drop because I'm a brokey and I can't just go buy that shit. I did get an exalt to drop though. That was pretty cool. Um, but I don't know. It just there's something that kind of just feels off about the leveling process. Honestly, that was my first playthrough of Path of Exile 1 though. The first time I tried to play Path of Exile 1, I don't even think I got to like I think I got to like Act 6 and was like, "Yo, this is fucked. I can't do this shit." And I actually like quit the game for a little bit and I like watched some YouTube videos and like came back with like a build and did all right. And I got better over time. And I think right now with Path of Exile 2, there's not a ton of like build guides or anything out right now, so it's kind of hard to go off of. And I'm fucking stupid, okay, guys? Like I'm not joking when I say I have to pull up my calculator when I'm about to like squat or bench to make sure I'm putting on the right amount of weights. Like it happens. Like I'm not some genius, okay? I'm not gonna develop my own Path of Exile 2 build and get very far. Like whatever I make is gonna probably be fucking ass. Um, so it is what it is. I might talk more about my build next week. That sounds like a fun video idea. I know most of the people that watch me don't give a fuck because it's like some hella nerdy fucking spreadsheet shit. But I mean, that's just what I like. And if you don't like that, you can come over here. And I would say Sugma, but I know like 95% of my viewers are gay men, so I can't really say that as like a deterrent. So I gotta think about something. Like, cause I can think of some freaky ass stuff in my head, but I know you weirdos that are watching me are probably into it. Like if I say, yo, if you try to fight me over this, like come eat my shit, like you fucking weirdos are probably gonna try to do that shit. But I mean, I love you guys. Like to 10 people that consistently watch this, bottom of my heart, like I love you. I'm gonna give you a kiss, but like, not actually. Don't get horny. Stop it. Don't do it. All right. Path Exile 2. I don't really know. We'll touch back next week, but I'm happy it's out. It's definitely cool that it's out. I have a lot of faith. Like any problems I think I have with the game, I'm confident those developers will work through them and they'll make it a better experience. Especially if you look at how Path of Exile's evolved just even recently. I definitely think Path of Exile 2 has some room for improvement and it'll probably get there. So I'm really excited to see what the game looks like in a year. So yeah.